Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Final Fantasy X. We've literally just defeated Lady Unalesca, returned back.
So much for the final Aeon solving everything.
Yes, we've basically defeated Unalesca, and now we're going to have to figure out a new plan. The final Aeon can't fix everything. We've stopped the final Aeon. And so it's time for a game plan. But we have lots and lots of fun things to collect because now we are officially in the kind of, end game. And basically end game means an awful lot of the barriers to us getting, like the ultimate weapons, all the celestial weapons, all the best gear, all the best everything else. Like now that we're in the airship, we can fast travel to any point in the game, we can collect all our monsters. So we have lots to do, but the first thing we gotta do is just get through these first initial cutscenes. We gotta figure out a game plan.
Thank you.
And like, this guy has handy things, like it's basically 3 free slots in like health and strength and magic. But we have a better guy waiting for us in Macalania. But yeah, again, what are we going to do? Sin is still here. Sin, literally, there's no way to defeat it now. But we're going to have to figure out something else. Let's talk to Yuna and see what she thinks.
I'm no good. At all.
What are you talking about?
All this time I've been thinking about how to defeat Sin. But beyond the teachings of Yevon, I know nothing. I'm sorry.
Yuna, no apologies.
But...
Apology is running. Yuna, never run away.
Thank you, Kamari.
So, Kamari, you got any good ideas?
Yevon's teachings.
The teachings won't help us fight Sin.
No answer in the teachings. Answers lie outside. Must know both sides to find answer.
Both sides.
Micah knows much. Find him. Make him talk.
That's it! Kamari, you rock!
To Bavel, then.
Through the front door. You worried?
I'll be fine. We can't stop now.
Hey guys, I just had a great idea.
It was my idea. Let me tell them.
It's like this, yeah?
I just thought...
The hymn's the key.
Ah!
The hymn?
Sir Jack likes the hymn of the faith, correct?
Yeah?
That's why he was listening to it in Macalania.
Sin, violence incarnate, listening peacefully.
I know it's your old man, and I don't mean no disrespect, but...
No, it's fine. I've gotten used to it.
Let me say it. If we attack Sin head-on, we've little chance of winning. However, if he hears the hymn of the faith, he will become docile.
Yeah, and that's when we make our move. Might be against the rules and all, but who's keeping track, yeah? Yeah?
Yeah, it could really work.
Yeah, it's worth a try.
So now we have a game plan.
It was my idea, you know.
Of course it was your idea, Riku. But yeah, we have a game plan. We can use save spheres to teleport back to the airship. We can now fast travel in the airship. It's great. And now we have status reels for Wakka's new overdrive, but like we can come back to Blitzball a bit later. Right now, we have a very special Aeon to get. Before we can get her,
It really was my idea.
we need to use the navigation map to find secret and hidden locations in the world map. So just look at my coordinates, pause the video, look at the coordinates, and figure out where the following places are. But the first one we want to find in the search tab is Baaj Temple. Let's go around to those little clouds. You see the X and the Y coordinates there. Yeah, so sorry, those are the Omega ruins up by the little tip of those clouds. And click on the Cenubia Sands there, that's over in the Beacon Islands. Besaid Falls and Besaid Islands down the bottom there. Yeah, you can look up the coordinates online, and that's kind of what I'm doing here. But yeah, it's a really cool little feature to kind of unlock different areas that you maybe would have seen walking around them. But like you're like, how do I get there? And it's literally through finding the hidden save points in the world map here that you can like teleport to and connect to. But the one that we are looking for is here, 1161 Baaj Temple. And that is where we are going to go to now. And the interesting thing is we have been there before. You just wouldn't have known that there. But before we do that, we're going to type God Hand into the input command, and it's going to basically get us the location to find Riku's celestial weapon. So again, kind of everything to do with the Albed, their Albed home, the airship you found at the beginning of the game, like all of this is tying back to all the different elements of Riku's celestial weapon. But right now, we are off to Baaj Temple to collect a very secret Aeon. So this is where Tidus originally washed up after leaving Zanarkand. And now we are back to collect a very secret Aeon. And now all of my super annoying, super pandering of get all the Cloister of Trials destruction spheres is coming into play. So before we can do that, we have to get Zanarkand's destruction sphere. And you might be saying, but we completed Zanarkand and there was a destruction sphere. This is one of the only times in the game where you can't get the destruction sphere first time through. You have to get back to the Cloister of Trials after completing it. And it makes it one of the more hidden destruction spheres in the game because you mightn't think to come back here. But the one important thing is don't go too far in. But you'll see on the screen it has all white squares, and basically now to unlock the destruction sphere you have to hit every white square in both rooms. So this room has 3. And it's so funny because in the original, like, you were basically trying to avoid them because whenever you hit a white square you would it would deactivate all of them. You never were looking for white squares. Now, don't go down there. Do not go down there. We're going to go down there later on, but we are not at the power level, or anything otherwise to get them. So that is why when I was saying don't leave here without getting the Sun Crest for Tidus, it is so important because right now, in the end game section, this area is super dangerous. So we basically just want to get the Destruction Sphere and get out. So again, just tipping all of the little white squares, and you can kind of look at the position of the little sensors and look at the little other squares around it. You kind of can get an idea of which ones are which. And so we're just looking for the white squares here. So here's another one. And then one more, and we should be golden. But I really actually liked this Cloister of Trials, to be fair. Like it's just a really well designed area, and like just super pretty and thematic, you know. And with all of those, we hear a little rendition of the Hymn of the Faith. And now the Destruction Sphere is ours for our final Destruction Treasure. Just place it into the TV screen and we get our treasure. A new staff for Yuna, but realistically we're going to get Yuna's ultimate staff next episode, so this is kind of pointless. But you basically get the treasure, run back to the save sphere, hop on to the airship, and we're going to travel back to Baaj Temple. Dive into the water again, but we're going to have an underwater battle with that same fiend that we fought in the very, very beginning of the game. Like part 2 of the series, and here we are in part like 41. So just make sure if you can, just equip some stone protection, because this boss can and will petrify you. And if you're petrified underwater, you die instantly.
What's up? Something here?
I almost got eaten by a fiend here. Payback time.
I get the picture. Alright, let's go.
Now, as it happens, this fiend is quite weak to magic, so typically it's like, oh, well, if Riku got some black magic spheres, you know, she can do some thunder magic and whatnot. There is a chest over in this corner, but we actually can't activate it until we fought the boss first. So we're just gonna activate the boss by swimming over to the main door here. But yeah, basically, since we have Riku on such high magic, this shouldn't be something that's quite difficult. However, if you have stoneproof armor, definitely equip it. And if you have either counterattack weapons or like elemental weapons, you can definitely use those to your advantage. Now, it's not a 100% chance, that's why Riku was able to survive there. And obviously we have Holy, like the best spell in the game, damage-wise. Now, black magic does get better when you have the double cast ability, which lets you cast 2 black magic spells in a row. But for pure damage right now, Holy is the better option. Unfortunately, he's immune to darkness and all those other things. I just was thinking, oh, if we can get some darkness on him, we can avoid more attacks. But if you taught the special skill Reflex rather, to Waka or Riku or Tidus, we can up our evasion to let us dodge, because we're dodging fairly handy here already. But again, this is more of just a formality. We have Holy, we have strong hitters, we're going to be fine. But once we get into this temple, we're going to find a very simple Chamber of the Faith. There's no Cloister of Trial beyond just simply having the Destruction Sphere obtained in every single other temple. in Spirit for the 6 other Aeons. Well, not 6. You have Besaid, Kilika, Mushroom Rock Grove Jose. You have Macalania, and you have Baval, which is automatic, and then you have Zanarkand is the 6th. Yojimbo's cave doesn't count, basically. But if you swim over to this corner of the map, you'll see the camera will change. Once you see the camera change, just start hammering for basically a hidden invisible chest, and this will be Lulu's celestial weapon. Why her weapon is necessarily here? Not entirely sure. I suppose we could draw some parallels of, like, given the Aeon's faith that's here and she died, there could be a connection there. But we've actually met this Aeon before as an adversary, but I won't say too much more because I don't want there to be too many spoilers. Oh, you've probably seen the thumbnail. You know who this is. But for those still wanting to not be too surprised, I won't say anything. But very, very powerful Aeon, and through these doors you have 6 statuettes, and basically you activate each one of them, and each one of them corresponds to the destruction sphere treasure being claimed in each of the temples. So that one was for Kilika, and we got a nice treasure chest with a mega elixir. We activate this one. Pretty sure that one is Besaid. We got 4 mega phoenixes. Nice. This one's from Macalania. I would say that's either Baval or Zanarkand. I'd say that's Baval. Seems like the color of the like the electric floor. And then obviously the lightning here is for Jose Temple. With all of those there, we break the seal into the protections on the Chamber of Faith, and we can acquire another Aeon. And I'm going to shut up for this cutscene because it's pretty cool.
You are Maester Seymour's mother.
So you know, yet still you seek my aid. My son, do you not hate him? It is all right. He is the one who sowed the seeds of hatred. He is to blame. But I am at fault for letting him become what he was. He was always alone, half guardo, half man. I wanted to give him the strength to live by himself. And so I became a faith. But because I let him taste power, he began to thirst for more. He was not satisfied with my Aeon. He wanted more power.
And he found Sin.
Yes. Come, Summoner. I will bestow you with my power. The Dark Aeon, Anima. Destroy sin, and my son's obsession with it.
And with that, we've unlocked Anima, Seymour's Aeon. Seymour's final Aeon, question mark. But stay tuned till next time where we're going to see the rest of Yuna's Aeon collection completed and her ultimate weapon finished. Thanks, guys.